Largest, most advanced display yet. Most durable Apple Watch ever. 33% faster charging. This is the Apple Watch Series 7, and I've been using it for over a week now. Before that, I was using the Apple Watch Series 6, and a year prior, I was using the Apple Watch Series 5, and so on and so forth. I guess the point that I'm trying to make is I know all about the Apple Watch, and hopefully today I can help you figure out if it's a watch for you too. Hi, I'm MICHAELJOSH, your gadget matchmaker, helping you find the right device to match your needs. Is the Apple Watch Series 7 your gadget match? Let's find out. Before we begin, I just wanted to tell you that if you're looking for an unboxing video, we actually shot the unboxing of this watch, the Starlight Aluminum Series 7, and it's also live on our channel, so you can click down here or up here to watch that. That video also includes a short discussion on why Starlight is the new gold and silver, and I dig deep into my wannabe fashionista hat and show you how one watch can get you from sporty to formal. This, on the other hand, is my review video, and in it I hope to answer all of your questions, including the most important one. Should I go out and buy the new Apple Watch Series 7? Ever since its introduction, the Apple Watch has looked pretty much the same. Squarish face, rounded corners, with its signature digital crown to bring it all together. Of course, it's human nature to want something different. A palate cleanser, if you will. And so when rumors of an Apple Watch redesign circulated earlier this year, folks got excited about the prospect of an Apple Watch with flat edges, just like on the iPhone and iPad. But that didn't happen, either because of a last-minute change of plans, or maybe it wasn't Apple's plan at all. Instead, Apple unveiled this. And I know what some of the naysayers might be saying. Well, that's boring. There's nothing new. But if you ask me, I'm kind of happy that Apple stuck to its old design and instead made it better. You see, there's nothing wrong with the design of the Apple Watch. It's iconic, and the subtle curves evoke a gentleness. That's a good feeling to have when it's a device you wear around your wrist. So please, Apple, don't change it. Instead of a redesign, what Apple did this year was make the display bigger. Not necessarily the watch case, but by shrinking the bezels, those black borders around the display. So now the screen on the new watch almost hugs all the edges. This is what it looks like compared to the Apple Watch Series 6 or SE and the Series 3. It's worth mentioning too that the case size is also a millimeter bigger. So if last year you were shopping for a 40, the small one, or a 44, the big one, this year the sizes are 41 and 45 millimeters respectively. Two brief notes about this. The size is imperceivable, and don't worry about all your watch bands. I have a large collection, and even if the numbers are slightly different, they will fit like a glove. No problemo. While purists insist watches need to be round, a square watch has its benefits too, especially in the digital age where it's all about data. When it comes to displaying information, a square watch uses space more efficiently. And now with a 20% bigger screen, you get more space for things like emails and text. For its part, Apple has updated certain apps so that you get bigger buttons, larger tap targets, as techies would call it, so your fingers can more confidently tap where you intend to. There are also new exclusive watch faces designed to display more, like this one called Modular Duo that displays two big complications. A full QWERTY keyboard that you can both tap and swipe with. This keyboard, by the way, is exclusive to the Series 7. Now, texting on the Apple Watch, especially when you leave your phone at home, is much easier. And if you're the type who prefers big fonts on your iPhone, good news, there are 3 new larger sizes for text, so you can have your fonts really big. Quick anecdote, my barber Jack, who I always run video ideas with, asked if I can display photos on the watch too, and now with that larger display, photos really do come to life. Speaking of photos coming to life, there's actually a new watch face that displays photos taken using portrait mode on your iPhone. Overall, I love this bigger screen. Coming from the Series 6, it's a change that I really noticed, and I'm glad the watch didn't have to get bigger for this to happen. Apple, being Apple, also has a marketing term for the part where the glass merges into the case. They call it refractive edge, designed to bend the light, and they've designed a watch face to show it off also. It's one of those thoughtful touches that you don't necessarily need, but will definitely appreciate. Finally, also of note, is that the always-on display is brighter, so even if it's meant to be dim, you can easily see what's on your display. And this has no impact on battery life. Speaking of battery life, while Apple doesn't make any claims about battery life being longer or being improved, in my week with the Series 7, I consistently have been able to get about 24 hours before my watch shuts off from exhaustion. My Series 6 would on average last me 14 hours, short of Apple's 18-hour claim. And this isn't limited to just using the watch at home. Instead, it always includes a 30-minute workout or run where it consistently measures my heart rate and tracks my GPS, because those are the kind of things that actually do drain your watch faster. Of course, this could just be me, so I asked around. My friend Justine says she did notice an improvement, but my friend Brian Tong says he didn't. So definitely check back with me in a month or so, and I will continue to observe. I will definitely be posting my findings on social media, so make sure you're following me there. Regardless, I think more important is the fact that Apple has improved charging speeds on the Series 7. They now include a magnetic fast charger to USB-C cable. Now, don't confuse that with the magnetic USB-C charger they used to sell and the USB-A charger they used to bundle. In my test, I was getting 12% in 10 minutes, 56% in 30, and 82% in 45, which is about what Apple promises. Apple says if your Series 7 watch is about to die, an 8-minute charge will be enough to get you through 8 hours of sleep tracking. Thankfully, I have this new Spigen fast charger which I keep in my bathroom so that the watch can charge while I brush my teeth and moisturize. And just as a PSA, while Apple also sells the fast charger separately, only the Series 7 will benefit from the faster charging speeds. The improvements are made both to the charger and to the watch itself. And while a smartwatch that can last you a couple of days is the dream, I will definitely take fast charging for now. Another anecdote, I was actually talking to my friend Michael on the phone the other night, and he's considering upgrading just for that fast charging alone, and he's a bit stingy. So I have a feeling users will really love this new feature. Speaking of charging, I'm glad that Spigen is this video's sponsor because I've been wanting to talk to you about one of their new ArcStation Pro chargers. You see, the iPhone doesn't ship with a charger, but comes with a USB-C to Lightning cable. And if you buy the new Apple Watch Series 7, you'll need another USB-C charger to pair with its charging cable. So instead of having to buy 2 of Apple's 20-watt USB-C chargers, save yourself some money and the socket space, and get Spigen's new ArcStation Pro 40-watt charger, which comes with 2 USB-C ports. Each port is capable of providing both your iPhone and your Apple Watch cables the power it needs to achieve optimal charging speeds. I also like that while it has 2 ports, it's still roughly the size of the Apple charger, with a foldable plug so it takes up even less space. Unlike conventional chargers that use silicon, Spigen's ArcStation Pro line uses gallium nitride, or GaN, which runs cooler and is more efficient. If you're looking for single-port versions, Spigen also makes these, available in both black and white. Now, while the addition of fast charging to the Apple Watch is great, just remember, all of your old accessories won't support these same fast charging speeds. Thankfully, Spigen's new ArcField wireless charger is certified by Apple and is designed specifically for the Apple Watch Series 7 with the same updated charging tech, which means you get these same fast charging speeds. The ArcField wireless charger comes with these rubber pieces that you install this way. You get them in multiple sizes, including an option for those who use Apple Watch cases. This ensures your watch rests perfectly against the charger. Spigen has been a great supporter of this channel, and I really love their products, so please do check them out. Just don't forget to use our codes at checkout for 10% off your order. We'll put the links down below. Now for this next chapter, I figured we'd leave the comfort of the studio, put on some sweats to talk about what is probably the most important feature of the Apple Watch, fitness tracking. Because as I said before, a good smartwatch needs to be an excellent fitness tracker too. I've read somewhere that the key to achieving your fitness goals is part motivation, part determination. Now that second part needs to come from within, but Apple does a great job at helping you with motivation. It's called activity rings, a combination of gamification and visualization with a bit of peer pressure sprinkled in. These colored rings represent 3 important metrics, and each user can set their own goals. Mine are like this. Red, burn 500 calories from exercise. Green, spend 30 minutes exercising. And blue, stand and walk around for a minute for at least 12 hours of the day. You make progress to your rings the more calories you burn and the more exercise or stand minutes you achieve. And the goal is to close your rings every day. Now, trust me, it can get quite addictive, especially if you're a type A like me. And the watch rewards you with medals for streaks. On top of that, there are monthly and seasonal challenges where you can earn additional badges. It's also got a community aspect to it. So for example, earlier I got notified when my friend Justine finished a workout, which for me was extra motivation to get up and complete a workout. You can also challenge your friend, and to make things fair, it's based on a percentage of goals accomplished. If you live an active lifestyle, these goals are actually easy to achieve, but if you work behind a desk and are quite sedentary, it can be quite the challenge. I never take off my Apple Watch because I like that it takes all sorts of measurements while I work. I use it to track all my workouts, whether I'm doing HIIT or strength training, all my runs, biking indoors, and out. One of the features of watchOS 8, which is rolling out to other Apple Watch users, is support for e-bikes when tracking an outdoor bike ride. Obviously, if you're using a regular bike and you're crossing the bridge, you're going to be burning more calories than you would with a pedal assist bike like my Fonmove. Speaking of workouts, last year Apple unveiled Fitness Plus, a subscription service that includes guided workouts from an amazing team of experts. Let's just say Fitness Plus changed my life, and I intend on doing a full video on it very soon. But very briefly, I love that I can work out from the comfort of my home on my big screen TV. When paired with an Apple Watch, you can see my heart rate live on the screen, as well as progress made towards my daily goals. You can also use Fitness Plus while traveling. I've used it several times on an iPhone or iPad from my hotel room. I also will occasionally work out from the park with my iPhone. And today, we're checking out their new Pilates class from my roof deck. But you're not locked into Apple services. For example, if you have Tempo, this big vertical screen in home fitness center. It pairs with Apple Watch too. I like Tempo, especially for strength workout. It comes with its own set of adjustable weight, and you can use the Apple Watch as a heart rate monitor, and your workouts are automatically tracked. They also count towards your rings. Apple is something called Gym Kit, so other manufacturers can build in support for the Apple Watch. Peloton is a great example. Peloton bikes can pair with an Apple Watch. Treadmills by Techno Gym, as well as these other gym equipment manufacturers. So if your gym has some of these equipment, chances are you can use Apple Watch to track your workouts too. By the way, tracking workouts isn't just about closing your rings. It's also about measuring progress over time. There are many metrics that can show you improvements to your cardiovascular health, your resting heart rate, for example, or your VO2 max. I've been closing my rings, attending Fitness Plus classes, and running religiously for about 4 to 5 months now. As you can see, my average resting heart rate has gone lower, and my VO2 max has gone higher. All great things. One last thing, I've tested the Apple Watch versus my Garmin Forerunner 745 and a heart rate chest strap, and can vouch for the accuracy of the Apple Watch in terms of tracking your heart rate while working out, as well as the GPS coordinates of your run. Apart from tracking your health, the Apple Watch has a whole bunch of sensors to track other things. There are no new ones this year, but for those of you who are unfamiliar, here's a recap. Last year, we got a blood oxygen saturation monitor, similar to what this nifty device can do. A few years ago, we also got an ECG monitor, which also sends alerts about irregular rhythm notifications. You probably need to Google this because these alerts have saved lives. I personally have a friend whose father got the alert, went to the ER, and thankfully he went just in the nick of time. The watch also sends you alerts when your heart rate dips too high or too low. Using sensors on the watch, there's also fall detection, which used to only cover someone who could have potentially fainted or fell and hit their head, but also now covers workouts like when you fall down from a bike ride. On my recent self-care journey, I've realized the importance of breathing and meditation. And now the breathing app is called Mindfulness, which encourages you to take some time out, stop, and just breathe for a second. One area where I think the Apple Watch falls short is sleep tracking. The Apple Watch can track sleep, but it's mainly about setting sleep times and reminding you to unwind. I know the App Store offers some third-party apps that do more, but none are very good. These days, I've been using my Oura Ring. You've probably seen this a lot in footage and on Instagram, and it's a device that I really love and plan on reviewing real soon. Apart from tracking my sleep, it measures other stuff like your respiratory rate, your heart rate, and HRV while sleeping in order to give you not just a sleep score, but also a readiness score the next morning, which is basically how well rested and restored you are and ready to take on the next day. This is definitely a feature that I'd love to come to the Apple Watch also. Also this year, the Galaxy Watch 4 by Samsung introduced a sensor that could take a VIA measurement that could give you a body composition analysis similar to something you could do at the gym. That would have been great on the Apple Watch 2. So, is the Apple Watch Series 7 your gadget match? I guess it depends on what you're looking for. As an Apple Watch fan who upgrades every year, sometimes even buys 2, I will admit that I was hoping for more. I was wishing for more health tracking features, especially with regard to my sleep and HRV. I know not everybody needs these features, but maybe one day Apple could release a pro model for biohackers like me or fitness enthusiasts. A watch with better sensors, multiple day battery life, something along those lines. That said, I also don't want to be the YouTuber who rants about incremental updates without being realistic. Because we live in a time where technology has come so far and our devices pack so much advancements in them already. I think what's important is that we take a moment to appreciate how good of a smartwatch the Apple Watch Series 7 actually is. Incremental updates notwithstanding, it's still far and away the best smartwatch in the market today, both in terms of fitness and health tracking, and is backed up by a rich ecosystem of bands and accessories. The larger display is a welcome improvement, the surprise 24-hour battery life is a godsend, and fast charging is a great complement to that. When it comes to smartwatches, the Apple Watch is still the gold standard, and for that, it deserves the GadgetMatch seal of approval. All that said, if you own a Series 5 or a Series 6, you can definitely sit this one out. If you're upgrading from an older model, trust me, this update is bigger than what we've seen the last few years. If you're an Android user, you'll either need to switch or look elsewhere. And if you're an iPhone user and don't already own one, I definitely recommend the Apple Watch, especially if you want to get on top of your fitness. Now, if you've decided there's still a lot of questions that you might need help with, what case size, what finish, what color, what bands to get, LTE or GPS only, don't worry, we also have a video on that coming up real soon. So before you go, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel and hit that bell icon so that you get notified as soon as we upload that video. Follow me on social media for all the behind-the-scenes fun stuff, and as always, make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm MICHAELJOSH. Thanks for dropping by.